Okay, so we are live back. Next guest. So your first guest on the new stream, because we have to do 3 streams. Social media doesn't let you do a 24 hours.
Okay.
You're kicking us off on this first stream. So you were with us last year. So
Yep.
for those that don't know who you are,
Yep.
who's KB?
First and foremost, I'm a father, I'd say. That's my most important job.
Yeah.
But obviously, my occupation, it's hard, because yes, I'm employed as a youth worker, but I feel like I'm doing more than youth work at this point, or using tools to engage with the youth in a different way. But I'm probably pushing more than I should be. Than I should be. I feel like
Now?
Yeah, 100% more now than I was. So when I've started, so it's occupation, youth work. I've said music is my strongest point of engaging with young people because of my passion for music.
Yeah.
And then from there, learning different things. Like if a young person's like, getting hold of music's hard for free. Because I haven't got money to, and then I'm like, right, well, let me go and try and learn. You know what I mean? And so then my thing is all in-house. I'm trying to make everything in-house. And I feel like that is a lot of Romsey Mill way, definitely in terms of the people I work with anyway, videos, whatever. So from there pushing, and then things have just happened from there. You know what I mean? Like positive things, which should make me maybe push more.
You push at a community level. Right?
Yeah.
You're part of the same community that you serve.
100%.
So you're not coming outside in. You're coming.
No, apart from Peterborough.
Yeah. So you're doing work Peterborough now.
Yeah.
Nice.
But even I feel like that's
what's
my
the
community.
difference? And what's the difference in experience for you going Peterborough to your roots?
Because when you grow up somewhere and people know your CV, as in life, like young people might be like, oh, that's me, like that's so and so's cousin, or my mum knows him, so it makes it a lot easier. That it's not as hard work because they already have that thing of some sort of similarity or whatever. Like their mum or their dad might be like, oh yeah, I know him from da da da. So then it makes it easier, the work easier. Peterborough, I didn't have that. You know what I mean? It's literally starting from the get-go and gaining trust from young people, especially vulnerable young people's tough, 100%. But I'm so glad I went there though. There's so many diamonds.
Really?
The talent in Peterborough is crazy.
Really?
I've heard that, as well previously, yeah.
Crazy.
So are you able to then? So have you got the services now in Peterborough to support them with music?
Yep.
Sweet. So give us a bit of a rundown on, because you cover, that's your area for Romsey.
Yep.
People know who Romsey Mill are.
Yep.
If they don't, then go check out Romsey Mill.
100%.
That's the umbrella of support of what's going on there.
Yep.
But from your frame of reference, from your perspective, what does Romsey Mill do and be for those young people?
Romsey Mill for me is a starting of a foundation of a dream. If you have a dream or there's something that you want to do, Romsey Mill will somehow try and help you get to your dream. Do you know what I'm saying? Make it a reality, really. That's how I see it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
It did for you?
100%. You know what I mean? Like I love my job, and I'm very lucky for the young people that I get to meet. You know what I mean? Different journeys, a lot of crazy stories and stuff. But I learn a lot from young people, as much as they probably learn from me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, like if someone's story, some of these young people's story are crazy. I'm thinking, at my big age, I don't know if I could handle what you're going through. Do you know what I'm saying? And for you to still be on your feet and be as talented as you are and still believe is amazing to me. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, for me, Romsey Mill, that is what it is. But then you've got like obviously different parts of Romsey Mill. Like the nursery or what. But again, 100%. But again, that's a parent that is looking to do something in life, but needs you know, child support of their child, well, that's also can be a dream, can't it? So, yeah.
Massively needed right now, though.
100%. Romsey Mill is the place. Mate. Like for me, like I know like city council and that, yeah, but like it's just different at Romsey. Do you know what I mean? People there are amazing. They go beyond, above and beyond for people. Like, I see it every day. Do you know what I'm saying? And the older I've got, when I started having children and watch what they do for different parts of Romsey, do for people, it's crazy. Crazy.
Quite a common thing though this morning about it's, you know, grassroots with kids as well. Show them the right way. It leads them into adulthood.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? And you know this as well. I'm a massive passionate about music. I DJ for 20 years.
Yep.
I've done it for a while now. But music and mental health goes like real together for me.
Yep.
And I love the idea with music where you get lost in it. Do you know what I mean? So
100%.
say you're going through some troubles. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You know, for child, adult, no matter what, you put your favourite album on. You put for an hour.
Yeah.
You get lost in it. You forget all about your worries, and you can. If it's your favourite artist as well, you resonate with the lyrics as well.
100%.
So you take that into your life. Right? I just love music so much.
Music is very powerful, very, very powerful. Like I didn't really realize how powerful it is until I've seen it actually transform people's lives. I've had young people that aren't doing great at school, but are very intelligent. It's just tapping into the intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And the music's and now one of them's at uni. One of them's in Miami right now, at university in Miami.
Man.
Like he's rang me the other nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like they're ringing me like, yes, you know what I mean? Like,
I'd be like that. Where's my ticket?
Well, I am. I'm like, listen, you hear me? You're big, you're grown now, yeah? Like, when can man come see you on holiday and that, you know what I'm saying? But just see, you know, like the person in Miami is actually studying politics.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But he came through the music at Romsey.
Yeah.
And he is something different, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to change the world. Like, I believe that young person is definitely going to change the world. And, like, his passion for politics. Like, man goes and has lunch with Jeremy Corbyn. Like, it's nuts. It's nuts.
That is
Facts.
nuts.
Facts. We got 1 year.
Is that, did I meet?
Yes, I think you did.
Oh, what's his name?
1 year. 1 year.
Oh, mate, I follow him on social.
Yeah, he's...
Now, I met this guy, and I'm like, so our next guest, so Lara Davenport Ray, is a counsellor.
Okay.
And when we're talking about getting, and so we got Stephen Ferguson on later. We've got a few people around in and around politics. I spend a lot of time with Stephen Ferguson, who's the chair of the Cambridgeshire County Council. We talk a lot about getting youth involved in politics. This man wants to be like the guy.
Yeah.
When I met him last, he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to be the mayor of Cambridge."
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
be the mayor of
believe
Cambridge.
him.
But
Yes.
it's about people like that going into politics though, who know.
But no,
in it.
this is the difference. This is the difference. When he wasn't talking about it because he's excited about politics, he was talking about it from a place of like community.
But also
He
making
wants to make
a
change.
difference.
He wants to make
yeah,
change.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And if politics is that vehicle, he'll take it.
We
But
need-
it's up to us as citizens, as those that are in politics, to give those young people a voice.
100%.
And I think if some of these people spent a week shadowing, working in places like Romsey Mill, and understanding social care in that way, you will understand. You will find them. This guy.
Yeah, 100%.
This guy. Oh, big shout out to him,
Yeah,
man.
he's
And he's in Miami.
He's in Miami
What a
right
guy,
now.
man. I'm so proud of him. That's
Well, I
amazing.
understand he had to switch
Yeah.
of a student, like, you know, for 6 months. Like,
Right,
so
fine,
someone
okay.
from there came, I'm guessing.
Okay, fine.
On there.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
And he
that's
loves
great.
he loves American culture as it is. Like, he has a clothing
He's got
brand.
a great energy, man.
He's very inspiring. He inspires me. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think when he hears me say that, he's like, what? But it's nuts. It's
Yeah, I get
nuts.
it.
You know what I mean?
So I've seen. So there's a couple of things I want to touch on, but I can't go past the first point you made,
Yeah.
which was I said to who are you? You said I'm a father. I know how much that means to you.
Yeah, 100%.
And last time I
thought it
saw
was
you,
my
last
everything.
year you were zoomed in.
Yep.
And I think we got a glimpse of your family because
Yeah.
you're in amongst it all. How's family life? How's fatherhood?
Fatherhood's hard. It's the best. It's hard. You know, God's blessed me with 3 daughters. Yeah. I don't think He wanted me to have a son in it. Like. You know what I'm
Mate,
saying?
as you got some weddings to pay
That's
for as
what
well,
I'm
mate.
saying. That's what I'm saying. And, it's the best thing in the world, but it's the hardest thing in the world. You know, I'd never change it for, but it's hard. You know,
Yeah, I understand.
they're yours, aren't they? Like,
Yeah.
you know, and you only want the best for them. I've got my eldest right now is doing. She just got Cinderella. Yeah, she does acrobatics and whatever else, and she's like, I'm a Liverpool supporter.
Oh, sorry,
Yes.
man. Sorry, guys.
But the problem is, yeah, you see what my daughter's an Arsenal supporter. So
Yeah, good girl.
and I'm saying to her like, I'm your dad, like I'm your father. Do you understand? You're
My first son is a Tottenham fan.
okay.
I'm an Arsenal fan.
Wow, yeah, that's peak. But my daughter caught me out because my daughter's like, I was like, you should support who your dad supports, yeah. She's like, so who does granddad support? My dad.
Yeah, who?
And it's Arsenal. So she's like, her thing is, I'm carrying on family legacy. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you're a pig. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, but father, yeah, yes, it's amazing. I love it. I love it. And my other two, one of them's like a little Italian. You know what I'm saying? And my youngest is just getting massive as well. So
Beautiful,
yeah,
man. Well, I couldn't go past that because you said it.
Yeah, that's the most important. Do you know? Like, I take that into work with me. You know, like with young people. You know what I mean? Like I make sure, because you know, I just feel like it's important for them to see me as a father, like. Because
But that person may not have a father figure in their lives.
and I didn't, so
No.
that's my thing to them. Like to the males that I
Yeah.
have, you know what I mean. I want them to, if they're looking at me like, I want to be like Kay.
Yeah.
That's one of the important things for me. I let them be around my kids and stuff all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of them got a tight relationship, especially my eldest, because she's come to work with me a lot. I just think it's important to see. That's when you'll see a true person, I think, when they're around their children.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's why I like
100%.
them to see me around my kids. You know what I mean? So
Man,
I
that's
love it when
amazing.
that happens as well. You know, occasionally when I go to a market school and promote Fermented Talk in the book, sometimes my boy would take over the
He loves it. I see him. He loves it, man.
literally he's 12 years old and he'll take over the store. He'll talk about Fermented Talk in my book,
Right.
and I watch him. Sometimes I have tears in my eyes because
Yeah.
it's just the proudest moment, isn't it? When your kids
100%.
believe in the work you're doing, it's the
Yeah.
best feeling in the world.
100%.
Beautiful, beautiful
100%.
words. Got a great message of support here. So Christine went to Romsey Mills. This is my partner in life. We just got a 4-month-old baby.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, cheers. So she said, I went to Romsey Mills summer party last year. It was amazing to see so many young people from different backgrounds and their families in one place. You could feel in the room the impact Romsey Mill has had. So a huge shout out to you and all the work you do.
Thank you.
It's like, for me, what's a typical day for you? It's probably a bit different on a day-to-day basis, but what is a typical?
It is, to be fair. A typical day, like today, I'm going to Hampton. We have after school group. We have older groups that have probably been to prison. We have, I'm trying to think, people that are at college. Like, you get so many different walks of lives coming through any projects
Yeah.
at Romsey, you know what I mean, in Hampton. But so many, like, one is a great example. Like, he's in Miami right now, politics. But in his session, I've got this young person here who is on license right now, who's just come out of prison. But he's working with Wanye, who, do you know what I'm saying? He's not committed a crime in his, or not been, being caught.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying he's on criminal activity, but I'm just saying that's incriminating. I'll tell you that. But I'm just saying, you know, he hasn't been in trouble in terms of if you do a CE
diversity
check
is
on him.
important to you, isn't it?
100%. Someone like Wanye, it's very important for someone like Wanye to be around somebody who doesn't believe, who has no belief in themselves because they believe that they're nothing. For them to one day to talk and say, no, my dad hasn't been in my life either. I've got a single parent as a mother as well. And are looking at him like, Rob, my man's going off to Miami and doing politics. So maybe I can do, you see? Like, it's important to have loads of different walks of lives together so we can all like I said before, it cannot be done by one set of community, like, you know, like one type of people in the community. It needs everybody. It needs everybody to put in that element to each other. Do you know what I'm saying? They say, what's the saying that it takes a village to raise? Yeah,
Takes a village.
I
100%,
fully
100%.
believe in that. Do you know what I'm saying? That's really
That
really
takes
important.
fathers, that takes children, that takes aunties, uncles,
100
every one of us.
100 billion%. That like you had Mike in here a minute ago, right?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Okay, I was so like, I like my mum's Irish. Yeah, I've lived with my auntie, who is Jamaican heritage. Okay, the two different parenting is very, very different, and a lot of my family are amazing, but have been in trouble with police and stuff like that. So I'm learning from early about certain activities. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you got to imagine Mike's been in my life for over a decade. How important what he plays in my life. How selfless that brother is. Like,
Oh, that's me gone.
do you see what I'm saying though? To have somebody
get
like
it.
that in your life, like to watch him as what like
Phenomenal.
like this brother don't care. Like I'm from round with friends where trainers and cars matter, you know, and Mike doesn't care.
Nah.
Do you see what I mean? And I'm rolling with him, going to work and stuff, and I'm thinking this brother does not. Like it's inspiring.
So does that then spark?
Takes an impact on me.
Does
I'm
that
not saying I
spark-
don't care about trainers and that, because I do.
No.
But does that?
I realise it's not that important. Do you see what I'm saying? It's the importance of helping somebody. He inspires me to help in the way that I do. Do you know what I mean? I worked with him for years, and do you know what I mean? That's like my that's a family to me. Mike
I've
Mike's
seen
a
it.
G.
I've seen it over the last couple of years. I've seen you guys together. I've seen your unit. I see Dave.
100%.
And I see all your crew.
100%.
Amazing.
He was
That
my
synergy.
he was my line manager for years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He used
yeah.
to get on my case about admin all the time. Do you know what I mean? That's my brother all day. But what I'm saying is just different walks of life that have had impacts on me. I know what the impacts have been on me. Do you know what I mean? Neil at my work has an impact. So it's important for that to be happening to young people, because when you're just around one set of people, you're only going in one direction. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So you need to be around totally.
I was going to ask
different walks of
that.
lives.
It's about how are these young kids who or adults who are coming out of prison? How are they mentally and
It's a good question. I mean, I guess it all depends on the young person.
Every person.
It affects them in different ways.
Yeah.
I can talk about one young person where I feel like I don't ever think prison helps. Yeah, but I have to say, I have to be honest. I'm not going to lie on it. Like I've seen prison change someone in a positive way.
Yeah.
It's more of a thing is I don't want to go back there.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That gives you something.
Right.
Gives you some energy.
Right. And it's pushed them, and right now they're trying to do a bit of work at Rumsey, and they're very, very their writing skill is amazing. Like I reckon if they were to, I keep trying to tell them to go and do creative writing. You know what I mean? Like a degree in creative or something, because this person's amazing. Like the lyrics he writes are amazing. But like I've watched that. Then I've had young people that have come out of prison and have made links with someone from Birmingham, London, and it's just made them worse.
County line.
Yeah,
The line knows the ring,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well,
Imagine being in prison. Yeah, you're from you're from Tottenham in London. Yeah, and you meet up with someone from Cambridge. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, yes, that's a
Yeah,
that's a yeah, and I think that happens as well.
but also shows the importance of your role as well. Of these kids coming out of prison and you getting and you and other people there making a positive impact to their lives, so they don't go back to prison. Showing the right ways, and it's just what
100%.
needs.
It's really. Do you know what frustrates me about my work? Time.
Yeah.
2 hours with a young person is not
Yeah,
enough.
that's
Like I moan about this a lot, and it's nothing no one can do about it.
No.
But
No.
it's just a frustration.
You should
Of
air
course.
that.
Like that's why I try and do evening studios, or try and do like a half term, or push it to a weekend. Like no one's in the building, and us lot will start your project, because I want them to focus on that and in that, bro, but get a little job in between that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's no
yeah.
shame in that. You
No,
understand?
of course not.
But but then they're coming away from me, and someone else might be like to them, like, what you working at Sainsbury's? An idiot thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So then what? What does my words mean at that point? You know what I mean? So time is my biggest frustration with that, because it's like I said, the talent is crazy.
So what are we doing to from my perspective, my frame of reference out there, because I'm working with a lot of the young people, the same people. Well, Rico, one of them was
Yep.
up at your place, and
100%.
And I hope that we can do a lot more in the future. As you know, my intentions are clear.
Come on.
So, yeah, all I hear from a business side of things is we need people, we need hungry young people, young talent you know, what are we doing wrong as a society from your perspective, the best perspective in there? Mate, this is, you're in a safe space, mate.
Absolutely,
Anyone who
yeah.
don't like this can not listen.
Yeah.
What are we doing wrong to miss this talent? Because they're phenomenal talent. I've felt it in the building. I've been in the room with all these same young people that you're describing,
Yep.
and they're not even given the opportunity because, yeah, I don't want to say what I think that is. What, from your perspective, what can we do as a society, as a community, to do better to nurture that talent and not rely on you for in your 2 hours?
I think it's important for people to. Do you know? I was thinking a lot before I came here today, yeah, and I knew like something like this will come up.
You met me
You've
before.
met Alex,
yeah. And I was like, this brother's gonna pick at me. But for me, yeah, like we us three here are from a different generation.
Yeah.
Okay, which happens in life. Yeah, my dad's from a different generation. Yeah, but the generation now is different, and because of this internet.
Yeah.
Internet. I don't know the effects the internet's having on my babies. Yeah, my daughter knows stuff, and I'm like, how do you like simple stuff like Stranger Things?
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
I don't let my daughter watch Stranger Things.
No.
I watch it. I'm a
Yeah, I
massive
do.
fan, by the
Me
way.
too.
But
Yeah.
like my daughter's 8, and I'm some bits in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
It's a bit crazy.
I wanna,
going
yeah,
on.
me, yeah. But she knows everything,
Yeah.
and I'm like, how? And she's
yeah.
like TikTok,
Yeah.
and she knows all the characters.
Oh,
but she's never watched an episode in her life.
It's like Wednesday. All the Wednesday dance from.
Wednesday's sick as well.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I love Wednesday.
And
as well.
Strange Things, I've got the new puppy.
Come on.
I've named it Elle.
Come on, it has to be done.
That's a proper fan right there.
But I think my point is
Yeah.
the internet is a very, very important piece to this
Yeah, it
generation. It changes everything. Like I was thinking, like if I liked someone when I was 15 years old, like a girl, and I want to do something with the girl, go on a date or whatever, yeah, I'm getting her number. Yeah, I have to talk to her or talk to someone to get her number. Yeah. And I have to ring her house, and if her dad answers the phone, I'm putting the phone down. Do you understand? It's a process.
It's a long process.
Long process.
We were generally
but
talking
you're
about this
learning
earlier.
from that, though. You're
Yeah.
learning, and you're going to the house, and you have to go in the correct way. Yeah. My little cousin's got Insta. He can link any girl that he wants,
Yeah.
like that. It's dangerous. Like I think that these things need to be reviewed. I think we
Absolutely.
need to look at how that is affecting people. Internet's great because I can speak to my nan in the Caribbean now.
Yep.
I can look at her. Yeah, like it's amazing. It's amazing. People can get up and go, I don't need a record label. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot a video and put it on YouTube. Yeah. Amazing. All that stuff, amazing. But it's definitely taking away character building as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big problem within.
So we've
young
got to find
people.
new ways to do that because the internet ain't going anywhere.
Right.
No.
So what we got to find new ways to
Right.
find connect.
We need young people to come and talk to them about life, as in your generation with internet.
I feel like there should be a mixture as well. There should be outdoors and indoors.
100%. 100%. But
Oh,
but
nature.
then I'm like, I'm looking at my own children like I don't even understand you.
I'm worried about one of them. I've got twin boys. I'm worried about one of them and for how amazing he is at technology, but how much he doesn't go outside.
Right. And and this is life skills, right?
Yeah.
And when I was younger, the bad boy had a reputation because he had a reputation.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
been
yeah.
outside, he's done stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. You can be on the internet and be who you want,
Of course, can.
right? And people are scared to be who they are now. So the internet is great for them because they can pretend to be something else.
Well, we know the word catfish, don't we?
Right. That's a great point. So that's a big plays a massive part for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Watching young people. I've got young people that are, I don't know, they've got both parents at home. Like I try not to be judgmental, yeah.
Yeah.
But they've got both parents at home. They're not like this one over here has got it different. And I know the lyrics he's saying is facts. My man's just lying because he goes on YouTube and watches certain videos. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying music makes people do stuff. Like I think you have to be nuts to listen to something and go out and actually do it.
Well, it's like video games.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, because am I from that generation of internet where it's poured on me in that way? No. So I can't really say that. Do you see? And this is my point. And I can't understand it because I'm not from it. I have. There's been a big part in my life where there wasn't internet, which has built me. I had to walk to my friends that was 4 or 5 miles away, knock on his door, and his mum turns around and says he's not here, and I'm fine with that, you know. Okay. walk off and
Problem solving.
yeah. On the way home. Right? Who lives near here? Who else I can ask you about? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's taught me to be streetwise, learn stuff. These youths don't have that at all. What are you in now? Okay, cool. Next person. They haven't got to do any of these journeys that is gonna, and I think that's plays a big part. So that's why I, like with my kids and I'm in the car because they don't live where I'm from. I have them 3 times a week, but they're not with me. And you know, and my family and their mother's family is totally different. But I make my kids like tell me where I'm going, so that when they're around in my area, they know where they are. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if you ever, when you get older, you're gonna probably come to the city. I want you to know where all your safe spots are. Your auntie lives here. You get me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think internet's very important piece, and I think people need to stop being so judgmental.
Oh,
And that's a massive part.
It's
A
now
massive
times
part.
that's come up. These conversations already.
I know.
But it's crazy, and the internet is a part of that as
I
well
know.
because
It's
people can say what right. People, everybody's a scientist all of a sudden. I'm like, do you see what? Like, you know, did you ever grow up with someone from school and you know them well, yeah? And then you look at their statuses on Facebook.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
different.
they're a politician or they're a scientist, yeah. And I'm all about freedom of speech, yeah. But sometimes, yeah, like shut up, innit? Because you actually don't know what you're talking
I've
about.
literally got people on social media I'm friends with who literally the only thing they don't say is I pick my nose.
Right.
Everything else is I've done this, done this.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
day. I'm like, come on, we don't need to know all that.
Yeah, the people take pictures of their
live your
bacon. I'm like, no one cares, bro. Do you know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. But I just think, yeah, people need to stop being so judgmental and quick to judge. And you know what I'm saying? People getting crucified out here for the most minor, like smallest things. It's nuts. It's nuts. That's why, you know, I have social media, but I'm not on it. I'm not on it like that because I'm from a generation where we didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to going to my friend's house and chatting to my brethren about things.
I suppose that's important in your role as well, is that not to be judgmental, because that child who's just come out of prison, or
100%.
you know, they could be in for different reasons.
100%.
Their background,
no
for me,
idea.
if they had no
100%.
idea.
If someone's my mum's not on any hard, never been on any hard drugs in my life. I've got family members that have been, but not my mum or my mum or my dad. But I didn't really see my dad was younger. But anyway, neither one of them have. If a young person's got is with a single mother or a single father who is taking hard drugs, the effects on that, I cannot judge you on anything you do at that point, or you're lost a parent, or you're being sexually abused. Or do you see what I'm saying? Like people are like that young person. You get me? Like you need to. You go and do your research on that young person. I bet you any money, you're thinking to yourself, I don't know if I'd still be walking on this earth if I had gone through what that young person has. The young people out here are, like I say, some amazing stories on their feet, because I know I wouldn't be able to go through what they've gone through.
Exactly.
Bravery is
And they
See
keep,
what I'm saying?
But also they keep fighting.
100%.
Absolutely amazing.
100%, because you know what I mean, end of the day, this is why it's important that we all are helping one another. Whatever walk of life you've had, it's important that we support one another. If no one's going nowhere, and we're not stopping this knife crime thing. Like, this knife crime thing's only become a big thing because it's spilling into communities where they don't want it to be, because it's been happening for years.
Yeah, of course it has.
Do you see what I'm saying? You know, they're quick to go, like we had this they're quick to say drill. I'm sitting there going, my cousins and that have been in gang stuff and that from early 90s. I don't know.
Hip-hop's been going for a long
It's
time.
been going from 80s.
And it's taking my out of that actual life, actually. Do you know what I'm saying? But they're saying that there's pros and cons to it, because I've definitely seen the cons to it where young people aren't active at all.
Yeah.
But on a song, they're active.
Yeah.
But I pull them up on it. I'm horrible like that. I just am.
Because you're there to
That's
interrupt.
my-
You're there to
exactly.
interrupt.
Like, someone has to stand up and go, hang on a bit, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying to you can't make this music. I'm saying the content needs to change because you're lying.
Absolutely.
And someone's going to pull you up on that eventually.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen. Do you know what I mean? So let's actually talk about your life. But lately, I've definitely been seeing young people more come through, and in terms of Romsey, I don't mean across England, come through and actually be themselves, and it's been amazing.
So, Mum,
That's
I've got
nice.
a friend of mine, Dan Henry, based up in Derby. He does a lot of similar things that you do. He's absolutely incredible.
Yep.
So, mate, honestly, the work you're doing is absolutely
We
inspiring.
need to do a crossover, man. We need to do
do
a
a
we go
derby.
up there and
Do you know
man.
what? I'll
That'd
sort
be
him
a
out.
great idea.
I would
That's a great
definitely-
connection.
He
Yeah.
would be well up for that as well.
I love taking young people out of their comfort zone. It's the
He-
best thing in the world, mate. Watching them squill.
Yeah, it's
wanna-
great because
Yeah.
that's where the growth is.
100%.
I want to say he's
100%.
what's called Unite 5, I believe, or something like that. But I will sort that out. Definitely,
Amazing,
It'll be brilliant.
amazing.
He would
Oh,
love that.
So I want to get a couple of comments in here because we're gonna have to wrap it in a minute because it's crazy.
Again.
Having time. I know it happens. It's crazy. So Alex Elbro is Cambridge 105, 105 Radio. Just said I've had pleasure of working with Carl, Neil, and Romsey in the past as part of Dosoko.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes,
Cambridge
yes,
105
yes.
Radio. I'm always so excited and by everything they're doing. You're getting a lot of love in here around, especially that comment around the power of the internet. So I agree, the power of the internet has dumbed down some major communication skills, have the ability to explore things for yourself. Yeah, brilliant. And Lynette, to finish on that, incredibly uplifting. Thank you so much, guys. Doing a crucial job, huge impact.
Brilliant.
Can I ask you very quickly, in less than a minute,
Yep.
what the importance of music and youth is?
The
link of the two.
The link of the two is just that that's their voice. End of. Whatever they're putting out right now, whether we like it or not, yeah? These are the people of tomorrow. That's their voice. Instead of keep bringing it down, whatever genre it is, maybe we need to listen and pay attention. And, you know, and from there, help. Build, you know what I mean? Because drill, all it is them screaming for help. Anyone sitting there talking about I do this and that is a scream for help. I don't want to be in this. But people don't hear it in that way. I understand it. You see, I get it at a different level. Anyone telling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're there, you're saying, me and 8 of my brethren on road do this, that and the other, that is a scream for help. That is them going, we don't want to do this, please. And that's what
Someone
it is.
listen.
That's all it is.
Someone listen.
Someone listen. Instead of judging it, especially if you're not from that lifestyle, definitely don't judge it like that. You get me? We can be worried. That's fine. Be worried.
Yeah.
Hear the beauty in it and try and help and understand it. Understanding, that's all it is. With anything in life that's happened, it's all about understanding. Racism was just about understand. It was just people that didn't understand. That's all it is. That's for me, anyway. It's my opinion.
Totally agree, 100%.
Mate. KD.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
for having
My
me.
man.
No,